Hi, John Dwyer here, and I'm the owner of a marketing advisory business called the Institute of Wow. And if you're a business owner or you're the CEO of a business, I think you might want to watch my webinar. He says, very boastfully. But all you need to do is click below and you can go through to watch my webinar on avalanche client attraction or avalanche leads attraction straight away. It's not one of those where you've got to book in, 3 or 4 days in advance and then we send a million emails to your inbox reminding you to come to the webinar. That's silly. I mean, you want to watch it on demand, so therefore you can click the button below now and watch it. Let me just tell you before you click that button, though, what you are going to learn. I, in the old days, looked after a whole bunch of different businesses across all sorts of industries. We're talking hospitality, as in hotels, okay? We're talking clubs, as in the big leagues clubs and RSLs, fast food chains, agriculture, 7-Eleven, we're talking Blockbuster Video. I can go on and on, okay? And all of these businesses used to ask me to provide to them avalanche leads. Now, whether that was through running scratch bingos for magazines and newspapers, or whether it was continuity promotions for fast food chains where you had to collect that toy and that toy and that toy, you'd get Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Pluto and Donald. I was pretty well known throughout the marketing game for being the avalanche leads guy. Well, guess what? Now we are in the online world. I've just picked up that formula that I used to give to bigger businesses in the offline world, and they paid me quite handsomely for it. Now I've made that available for smaller businesses by simply getting that leads formula, the avalanche leads formula, and putting it into a Facebook system and an Instagram system. You don't need the big magazines and the newspapers and the TV stations and all that sort of stuff to create avalanche leads anymore. You've got your own TV radio station in the palm of your hand, okay? If I had an iPhone here, I'd show it to you right now, but that's what everyone has. Everything's now in your iPhone, and you've got the ability to use Facebook as a juggernaut lead stimulant. But of course, only if you know the formula. Most people are wasting their money on Facebook. I want to say most people, most businesses are wasting their money on Facebook as far as I'm concerned. I see as I'm scrolling through the news feed, just silly ads after silly ads after silly ads. And most people are trying to do what I call a one-step sell. You can't do a one-step sell on social media, well, not very often anyway, and be successful. I will teach you a two-step sell in this webinar. And this two-step sell is something that you need to consider if you're going to invest money in social media. And I'm going to provide you with all of it. You're going to get the whole shooting match, all on a silver platter in this free webinar. And very quickly, I want to give you an example. I had a client in New South Wales, and this client was a back fence, an aluminium fence contractor, mainly back fences, okay? And so therefore, of course, his target audience were predominantly homes that might be 25, 35 years of age, and they've got the old falling down wooden paling fence. And so therefore, he had a shot at Facebook, or what he affectionately told me was Face Page. And I had to say to him, no, it's Facebook. Whatever it is, JD, it's Face Page, Facebook, it doesn't work. I said, well, look, I think it does work. It might be your ad that's not working. Let me have a look at it. And so he showed me his ad. And of course, he had fallen into the trap that a lot of business owners fall into, that he thought you were going to be interested in a picture of an aluminium fence because that's what he makes. And I said, no, you're showing the feature, not the benefit. And he goes, what do you mean? I said, oh, look, why don't you just sort of give us a shot at this and you might just move to the left. And he did. And so therefore, instead of putting together an advertisement that he would basically put on Facebook, which showed a picture of an aluminium fence, and then underneath that on the Facebook ad it said, are you interested in an aluminium fence? This is what we did. You'll see it on your screen right now. We targeted the older homes in his particular area, and we ran the ugliest back fence in Australia contest. And you'll see here we've actually tested 2 ads, and basically if you took a photo of your ugly falling down fence and you posted it to his Facebook page, then you were in with a chance of winning a $5,000 aluminium fence makeover, which cost him next to nothing because obviously that's what he does for a living. Guess what? He got 2 years worth of leads in 3 days. 2 years worth of leads in 3 days. He asked me to turn the campaign off. Now, wouldn't that be a nice problem to have, where you've got to turn the Facebook campaign off in 3 days because you've got 2 years worth of leads? Now, the total expenditure over those 3 days for him was about $500 and something. I forget exactly what it was, $514 or $519 or something like that. So therefore, imagine having 2 years worth of leads for your product for $500 and something. I think we'd all love to have that situation. That's what's called a two-step sell. The first step was to actually engage the person through the Facebook feed to go to a landing page or to do something, and in return for them having the chance to win something, or in return for them getting a free report or whatever bonus it is, they give you, guess what? You got it. Their name, their email, and their phone number. And it's mainly the phone number that you're interested in. I'll tell you more about that in the webinar, okay? Email's okay, but you really want their mobile number. So therefore, guess what? If you wanted to learn that formula for your business so you can use Facebook and get a stupid ROI in terms of an avalanche amount of leads, I mean, by the way, that's one of numerous cases that I'll be going through in case studies in my webinar of showing you exactly how to create an avalanche of leads. I had a kitchen renovation business that had the same issue. We ran their ad for 5 days, I think it was, and then they asked us to turn it off because they had 6 months worth of leads for renovating kitchens within those 5 days. And I could go on, but I won't do that because you can just click the button below and watch that webinar right now. If you're interested in getting an avalanche of leads for your products or services, it might be something that's worth going, grab a cup of tea, or a cup of coffee, or even a glass of wine and watch the webinar. I think you'll be glad you did. Look forward to seeing you there.